Our friends in High Fidelity are here. Hello.
Ooh, hey.
There we go. Welcome everyone to a nice, hopefully not too hot summer meetup here. We're going to start things right off with a presentation from someone who may be familiar to many of you here. Craig is with Sandbox VR. But many of us know him from his formerly in Dodo Case. So we're just going to start right off with welcoming Craig up here. Come on up, and let's get you plugged in. Let's welcome. I'm going to let you tell them about Sandbox VR, but the SVVR team went up and had a sneak peek last weekend, and we had a ton of fun. So there you go.
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for having me, Carl. Good to be back at SVVR again. I mentioned at last month's meetup that we were just kind of getting things kicked off here in San Francisco, but today is actually opening day for Sandbox VR in the Hillsdale Shopping Center. So I'm going to tell you what we're all about. We started a year ago in Hong Kong and basically wanted to build VR as you imagined it, or at least as we imagined it. We imagined it to be full body, free roaming, and social. So we set out a year ago and we built a facility in Hong Kong, and we built our software experiences from the ground up. We started with a single experience called Deadwood Mansion, which is a zombie experience. We built our own trackers for the body. We're using OptiTrack cameras in the ceiling of our facility. We're using HTC Vive Pros at this point and haptic vests. We built it room scale, and we built it from the ground up to be very social. It's interesting watching the game development team, particularly our CEO, as we're seeing playables come through. He looks at it, and we're having the people play it, and the people playing it are having a blast. But Steven keeps saying, well, it's not fun to watch. It needs to be fun to watch and fun to play. And the reason will become apparent when I show you a little bit more of what the facilities look like. So I'll just play this quick video. Thanks, Carl. I'm glad you got the volume up for the end there to terrify us here. Our vision is that Sandbox VR can be the movie theater of the future. So we're looking to put these around the world. We're building them both under our own corporate guise as well as franchising out the experience. So we've built an entire model and system to help people get these facilities off the ground. I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but we've got 4 facilities up and running in Asia. We've got a partnership with IMAX VR, which puts us in Bangkok, Thailand, Los Angeles, and New York. That was really interesting because they came to us probably about 7 months into our existence after having done a survey of the landscape of free roaming VR centers and selected us as their partner to go into their VR centers. So that was a huge endorsement. But the moment we've all been waiting for, at least internally, has been launching our first standalone facility here in San Mateo. So as I mentioned, literally we just got our certificate of occupancy today. So doors are open, we're selling tickets. We're really excited to get you guys up there. As Carl mentioned, he was up last weekend. He got a little preview of what we're doing, and it's just a lot of fun. So the experiences we have to date, we've got Deadwood Mansion, which is a zombie experience, And then you saw a little bit of the clip of The Curse of Davy Jones, which is a pirate puzzle experience. I mentioned from the ground up, we're really building this to invite people into VR. We talk more about the experience than we do about virtual reality because we want everybody to come in, and what we want them to do is walk away having had a blast and having had a good time. That's more important than them understanding that we're using OptiTrack cameras or HTC Vive Pros. It's all irrelevant at the end of the day, and I love getting the customers off the street who have just no idea about how VR works and come in and blow their mind. So one of the hallmarks of our service is that we film a mixed reality video in every single gameplay. And the goal of that is twofold. One is the primary goal, which is marketing. So we give that to the customer as they walk out the door and allow them to post it to their Facebook page. That does two things for us. One, it gains awareness, obviously, about the facility. But I think almost more importantly, it shows VR in a social environment. So it shows people playing together, laughing, having fun. I'll show you what one of our mixed reality videos looks like in a second here. But we really want to demystify it. Keep in mind, we know exactly when those most exciting parts of the game are. So we film only those segments. And then we give you a choice of 4 clips at the end of the day. So let's just take a quick look at me embarrassingly playing with my friend and his son. We're playing Curse of Davy Jones here. So yeah, so as I said, we've tried to build a service that is a physical service, but can digitally market itself. And in Hong Kong, the results have been extraordinary. We're the number 10 entertainment attraction on TripAdvisor, and Disneyland is number 8. So we've had up to 90% occupancy and 6-week waits to get into our Hong Kong facility. And it really comes down to kind of the viral nature of what we've built. So yeah, so the big vision is the new Hollywood, the new movie theater, and putting these all over the world. So that's what I got for you tonight. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I'm not on the technical side, so don't drill into pixels and anything like that.
You say you want to replace movie theaters. What is the occupancy of your sandbox as compared to the occupancy of the theater?
Yeah, great question. I wouldn't say we're going to replace, but we will be an alternative to movie theaters. So a typical facility has 2 game rooms, and each game room can house up to 6 players per session. Our games are 30 minutes long, and it's a 45-minute session. So in a monthly period, a 2-room facility could do a maximum of 5,000 game plays per month with about 73 operating hours per week. Anybody have
How do I
any-
sign up?
Yeah, great question.
What's the wait list right
Yeah,
now?
sandboxvr.com/SF. You can do bookings. We did set up a special coupon code for everybody here, so it's SVVR VIP. For the next couple weeks, you guys can get a discount. And our store manager is Yasser. We'd love to see you guys, and I'm here. I'll give you my contact information if anybody has any questions or can think of any ways to work together. All right, cool. Question in the back.
Are you guys doing competitive games?
Yeah, so great question. So we're producing 4 titles this year, the 3rd of which is a space adventure game, and the 4th is a player versus player concept, which we're excited about.
If you don't have 6 friends, you just come with maybe 3, and then you match them up with another 3, so you maximize your time. How does that work?
No, we expect you to get more social. Just kidding. You can play with a minimum of 2 people.
Okay.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for having me. If you have any specific questions, just come find me. I'll be around tonight.
Thank you very much.